Hello, everybody, and welcome to historic Holman Stadium. On a Monday evening, late season game, it's going to be Nashua North hosting the Bishop Guertin Cardinals on a pleasant weather-wise day. It's been sunny, maybe a little bit on the cool side as we get underway here. I saw the forecast that it was going to dip down to around 60 during most of the game. John Collins along with Tom King. Both these teams with playoff aspirations, right, Tom?
Well, yeah. They're both going to be in.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be any doubt about that. But the problem is, will they be home? Will one of them be home for a first round game?
I think you have to finish eighth.
You got to finish eighth, and the thing is, John, it just doesn't look like they're going to do it. It looked like Guertin would be the team.
Yeah.
And then they lost 3 in a row last week. I remember when we did the South game, and they were talking about how next week, it was going to be a tough road with Concord, Goffstown, Concord here, Goffstown, and then Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Well, they lost 18-1 to Concord in an error-filled game. And then they lost to Goffstown, and then they went out and they lost, I think, by a run to Portsmouth. So on a walk-off. So it's just not what they wanted, and this is a big game for them. And now for Nashua North, they're going with their ace. They got Bork on the mound.
Yep.
And they're not fooling around. They want to get some wins going into the tournament. This is the last week of the regular season. Now Guertin is 10-8, so they only have 2 games this week. They're playing 20. You're allowed to play a max of 20. Most teams play 18, and that's what North is playing. So we'll see how it all works out. It's going to be interesting because, to have to win on the road, you can win on the road in baseball. That's not hard, but it would be nice to have a game here at Holman before the semis, to have a quarterfinal or a preliminary round game. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Only South made it past the preliminary round game last season. It was a game that I believe we did, the South-North game.
Yeah, North-South, we did that game.
9-3,
it was 9-3.
South won it.
Yeah, and Bork was the starter for North in that game.
And a star of the game.
No, he wasn't. He was not the star of the game. 9-3 South, John.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Elias Bork was not the star. He took the loss. He was the star of the game, even in a loss, in that game against South that we did a year ago, where he held them to 1 run, and I believe just 1 hit, and they still lost the game 1-0.
Good pitcher, Elias Bork, starts off Luke Anderson, the BG shortstop, with a fastball that he fouls straight back. Also a fastball on the second pitch of the game, and it's an 0-2 count quickly on the BG leadoff batter.
Seems like a better North team this year. Just up and down here and there. They've been streaky. They've always been streaky. But I think Zach Harris gets the most out of this team. I think he always does. And same with Scott Painter at Bishop Guertin. Although I think the thing with Guertin is often their expectations are high because they feel they have a lot of talent and a lot of pitching depth, and they do. And just that one and done in the playoffs. Somebody gets hot. There's always a Cinderella team that gets hot as the 1-2 pitch comes in to Anderson. Swing and a miss. He's down on strikes.
Straight heat over the outer third there from Elias Bork. He only threw, I think, 1 pitch to Anderson that was out of the strike zone. So first batter up goes down swinging, and here's Jackson Goldstein, the left fielder for Bishop Guertin.
It's a lot cooler actually than it was when I was here earlier today at around 11:30, 11:45. The sun was shining and we were all basking in it. It was Nashua Silver Knights reporting day. The Silver Knight players were here working out for the first time for the 2023 season.
That's exciting. And they did have a nice day earlier.
Yeah.
With that sunshine.
They'll be here again tomorrow at 11, working out.
That is a tough pitch to take. Certainly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where was that?
That's the question.
Ouch.
You could see Mario Ramirez hop up out of his crouch, ready to throw it around the
No
infield.
kidding. You're right. Tough pitch to take, but still 1-2. Let's see what Bork throws. He tries the same spot, but he just put a little too much movement on it, and it gets low and outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Goldstein. And the pitch from Bork is on the corner. Took 1 pitch too many there, Jackson did, and he's down looking.
Yep.
2 outs in the top of the first. So we'll see if we get a ball put in play here before Elias Bork might strike out the side to begin the ball game. Isaac Krivak, the second baseman, right-handed batter. And it's a ball low to Isaac.
Tell you what,
batter.
Bork's been around the plate, though, hasn't he? I mean,
yeah. He's been coming right after these hitters.
Even his balls are, even the pitches that are called balls are they're not too far away.
Featuring the fastball, too, Tom. That was right at the bottom of the zone for strike 1. That misses. 2-1.
Dangerous team to just throw a fastball against. They can put the ball in play. So he'll have to change it up a little bit here and there.
South played earlier at Winnicott. I don't know if we know that result. High fly to right. It's slicing toward foul territory, and nobody
no
will
man's
get
land.
there. Yeah.
No man's land.
Good pursuit by Joey Deck and also the right fielder, Richie Tavares. So still a 2-1 count. It should be 2-2 after the foul, right?
Yep.
So the umpire indicate, there it is, 2-2 pitch on the way. Fists it to right. That could be trouble as it drops. No, it's Joey Deck gets over there easily.
Foul and caught. Yeah, that had no chance to stay fair. Yep.
So an impressive first half inning of work by Elias Bork. 2 strikeouts and a weak pop. And 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We go to the bottom of the first. And North coming to bat. North with a 8-7 record this season, Tom, you have him at?
I thought it was 8-6, but
8-6.
No, it wouldn't be 8-6 because they'd be they won't be playing 4 games this week. It'd be 8-7.
Yeah, so they have BG followed by tough schedule. Exeter tomorrow.
For North.
Here.
For North.
And then at Bedford to close out the season.
Yep.
On Friday.
Yeah, that's not exactly It's
not going to help your seeding at the end of the season.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, they're late. These late games, all these seedings have been just, altered from what we were looking at a while ago. So that's the thing. You're playing to try to get a home field if you can do it. But it just doesn't look like that's going to happen for anybody. And the thing is, John, if you don't have a home prelim, unless there's upsets, you're not going to have a home quarterfinal.
Quarterfinal, right?
So, which is a shame because it's you've got 3 local teams that have a shot at using this stadium, and they're not able to do it if they don't get a home field. So that's the difficult thing. And tell you what, if you had told me that about Bishop Guertin when they were 10-5 and had blown South out of the water 9-0 that Friday night that we did the game, I would have said, what? Really?
Yeah.
So A.J. Holmes is on the mound. I saw A.J. Holmes pitch against Merrimack. We saw A.J. Holmes in relief in the South shutout. So he is on the mound right now. Throws hard. Control okay. He can make the big pitch when he has to, but sometimes has problems with his control, and that's one thing that we'll look for tonight and hope that he doesn't. Just for speed's sake, not that we're rooting one way or the other.
So Kenny Reel draws leadoff duty and ducks away from ball 1.
There we go. But he's got great stuff. He's got great movement on his pitches, as you saw. He's got, he can fire it. Pitching deep. Guertin has a lot of it.
That one catches the outside corner. 1-1 is the count to the North leadoff batter. BG's lineup went down 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first. North seeing they can score first. Swung on and missed right down the middle. Our cameraman tonight, Tim O'Neill. Game is streaming and also live on channel 96 rather than our usual customary 99.
There's meetings tonight, right?
Meetings, yeah.
Right,
Apparently
exactly.
they're more important than this ball game.
Yep.
But that's fine as long as it's on somewhere. 2-2 is the count as Kenny Reel tries to work his way on base to open the game for the North
Nice
offense,
pitch.
and he took one pitch too many there.
Boy,
Saw a little bit of that with Elias Bork. And
no one is swinging the
No.
bats tonight. What's going
I
on
know,
here, John Collins?
We did a game, the last game we did here, everybody was swinging the bat. Remember
Right,
that
yeah. Nobody's swinging.
one? Was that BG South, I think?
Well, that's the last game we did.
Yeah, everybody came out of the dugout swinging in that one.
It's the last baseball game I've done.
I mean,
So
I think we went through the first 2 or 3 innings, and there was only maybe 2 batters that didn't swing at the first pitch.
Yep.
1-0. Checking his swing.
Yeah, the second pitch of the game was rocked for a double.
Right.
Yeah. Sawyer.
Dom Monaco awaiting the delivery.
No, that's not.
No.
That's not Monaco, John.
My North roster's behind here. There he is.
This is Berger.
Berger.
Nice
Strike
pitch.
called on the outside corner.
I think that's maybe a little bit by design for North because
This is Elias Bork batting for himself.
Yeah, Bork.
right?
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I said Berger. I couldn't read my own writing.
The 3-1. Strike 2.
See, you know what? I think that North is purposely taking pitches because they know that Holmes has got control issues.
Not so far. Here comes the 3-2. Let's see what happens here. Swung on and missed.
Yeah.
Strike 3. That pitch was even tougher than the one before it.
It was. He still fell behind the bat at 3-1. The first pitch of the game was up and in, but if he gets in a rhythm, rhythm pitcher. So this is one of those nights. It's cool. Ball may not fly off the bat. Beautiful night here at Holman. Just a little too cool for my liking, John Collins.
Derek Finlay trying to do what
Boy, look at
nobody's
this.
done yet is get on base against one of these pitchers.
Al Finley, we saw Finley drive in 5 runs, right? Finley will get on base at some point in this game. Too good of a hitter.
You would think so. Big curveball. He
Yeah,
doubled up on that curve.
they're
He's
not-
got him 0-2.
Yeah, they're not. He wasn't going to throw Finley a straight fastball.
Does he go for 3 in a row here?
No, I don't think you go for the curve now, right? I mean, Well, Finley's a good hitter, so Finley's obviously guessing along with the rest of us. He's probably sitting on a fastball, and he'll probably get it. Give him something away.
Fastball,
Perfect
strike
pitch,
3.
fastball away.
Froze him.
Yep.
What
Boy,
pitching?
We've seen great pitching in the first inning.
3 strikeouts of
Superb.
North hitters.
Superb pitching. All right, John Collins, I'm going to head down and
Get us a run, somebody?
yeah, hopefully we'll get us a run.
Hopefully you get a
because
base runner.
Because that's just it. I'm not worried about a run. I'm worried about a runner.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit.
All right, thank you, Tom King. Monday Night Baseball here at Holman Stadium as we move to the top of the second inning in what is quickly looking like a pitcher's duel. Elias Bork throwing his warm-up tosses now. A.J. Holmes, very impressive in that opening frame. There have been 6 batters that have come to the plate so far this evening and 5 strikeouts. Holmes owns 3 of them, and Bork's got 2. The only ball put in play, not actually between the lines, a foul pop-out to the first baseman. So along to the top of the second we go. Our Nashua teams that we cover here on Nashua TV all bunched up in the middle of the standings. First 15 teams make the playoffs out of 22 in New Hampshire's Boys Baseball Division 1. And right now, as we entered this game, South was playing at Winnicott earlier tonight with a 9-7 record. They were seated just ahead of BG at 10-8, and North at 8-7. The 10, 11, 12 teams in the Division I standings. First pitch swinging and slicing it down the left field line is going to go well into foul territory on a hop off the chain link. Coming out of the on deck circle swinging. Bishop Guertin's Dominic Monaco, left-handed batter. Saw something he liked there, just couldn't put it in play between the lines. The fielders got to slap themselves to stay awake at this point. That's off the glove to the backstop. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Bork communicating with Mario Rivera, his catcher, about what they want to do on the next pitch. The 1-1 gets the strike call on the far outside corner, waist high, and Bork's going to be even tougher if he gets that one from the home plate umpire. Here comes the 1-2 as Bork rocks and delivers. Curveball hit toward the middle, swallowed up, throw to first base in time. And that is a doubly great defensive gem considering how much downtime the fielders had. Going well to his left, Finlay gloved it cleanly, and that was the key to get Monaco speeding to first base. 1 up and 1 down with a star next to that defensive play. It's the only ball that's been hit in fair territory, and it took a great play to record the out. First pitch swinging, Haskell off to the right and out of play. Ryan Haskell playing third base tonight for the Cardinals. Looks at a ball low, looked like a changeup below the zone. Good take. 1-1 with 1 out and none on in a scoreless game. Top 2. That's a strike on the outside corner. We've seen some paint from both Elias Bork here pitching for North and AJ for Bishop Guertin. The 1-2. Just a sliver outside apparently. Ryan Haskell may be fortunate to still be up there. Let's see what happens on 2-2. Ground ball toward the middle. Second baseman, no play. Into center field, our first hit of the game, Ryan Haskell. A hard hit ground ball up the middle, and we have a man aboard with 1 out for the Cardinals. These teams have put up big run totals during the course of the season. Both of them have had some major offensive onslaughts mixed in their wins. There was a 10-0 win by BG over Alvern and 17-2 over Merrimack and 9-0 over South. Strike 1. And well outside off the glove, it's going to be a free pass to second for Haskell. So A.J. Holmes batting for himself here in the, well, it would be a DH spot. One and two. Contact there for A.J. Elias Bork trying to keep that runner where he is at second base with 1 out. Facing his counterpart, ties him up inside with the heat. And that's strikeout number 3 in the game. Two outs. Here's Brandon Rogers now, left-handed hitter. Trying to keep the inning going for the Cardinals. Chance to get that 2-out RBI at second base. That would be the game's first run. Bork has other ideas as he pours another strike over the out of third and gets ahead of the hitter. Once again, 0-1. Quick check and comes to the plate. Foul straight back, 0-2 on Brandon Rogers. Rogers is DHing for the right fielder, Franco. Here comes the 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. No wasting pitches there by Elias Bork as he goes right after the hitter. Another 2-strikeout inning for Elias Bork. And we've played through the top of the second. No score. We did have the game's first hit there. Ryan Haskell reached on a single up the middle, and a wild pitch got him to second, but that's where he was stranded. So to the bottom of the second we go. We'll see if A.J. Holmes can continue his hot hand on the mound for the Cardinals. Last year, 15 teams made the Division I tourney in New Hampshire boys baseball. Portsmouth was the team that got the first round bye. There were 7 preliminary games. Ended up being the number 2 seed Pinkerton that were the state champs. They beat Londonderry 2-0 in the final. Londonderry giving up just 3 runs in the entire tournament from the preliminary, quarter, semi to the very end. They had some great pitching, and they kept that great pitching as they came into the new season. That was 2022 when Londonderry were the runner-ups. They seemed determined to win it all this year. They are 16-1 are the Lancers at the top of the division. Only loss was to Concord in April, 3-0. They beat all 3 of the Nashua teams. You might have done the math on that at 16-1. Nashua North gave Londonderry a tough contest, 3-0. BG gave Londonderry a tough contest, 3-2. And South went down 11-5 to the Lancers, the number 1 seed in the Division I playoffs. It looks like they've secured that. At 16-1, the next closest team was Goffstown at 13-3 with just a couple of games left. So leadoff batter here in the 3rd inning. Quickly 0-2. What else is new? A.J. Holmes going right after the hitters. Brady Sullivan, 3rd baseman for North, who have their share of lefties. That's the outside. Great velocity on that. Maybe a bit of a slippage out of the fingers there of A.J. as he came off the mound. Almost fell off the first base side. Jackknifing out of the way of that one. Working the far extremes of the batter boxes is A.J. Holmes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sullivan looking for something in the middle of those 2 pitches. Strike 3 call froze him on the inside corner. What a beautiful pitch by A.J. Holmes. So he's had 4 batters come to the plate, and everybody has struck out. 2 of them looking, 2 of them swinging. And here's Austin Suchecki. Center fielder looks at, guess what, strike 1. This is the pitching coach's dream right now, the way this game is unfolding. That not so much, that wild pitch to the backstop. 1-1. A.J. Holmes, 4 batters up, 4 strikeouts in the books. Nothing put in play yet by the Titans. Maybe Austin Suchecki can change that. Gets tied up, inside pitch. Couldn't really get his barrel to that ball at all. A great pitch on 1-1, makes it 1-2 to the Titans center fielder. A.J. Holmes, similarly to Elias Bork for North, working quickly. Nobody on base. Took too much off of that one and bounced it to the backstop. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Maybe a little bit of a chink in the armor here of A.J. Holmes. He's like he might have overthought that pitch a little bit. Let's see if he tries him with the fastball here on 2-2. He did, and it's fouled off to the right. That was a challenge ball right down the middle, it appeared. And Suchecki just spoils it. We'll do the 2-2 again. Did have a base runner get to second for Bishop Guertin, but otherwise we're watching shutdown pitching here. That one is inside. What happened there? Just went off the glove and not off the shoulder of Suchecki. Came very close to him. Good job of checking his swing. Counts full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good battle here between A.J. Holmes pitching and Austin Suchecki at the plate. That one is right over our heads. That was moving. Hit the facade. That was one of those rare balls that comes right over the netting with velocity. A lot of those get trapped by the net is just the right height, but not in that case. It came up to our right over the head of Friday Night Lights crew. Strike 3 call, top of the zone. That call could have went either way, and it goes in the books as strikeout number 5 in a row by A.J. Holmes. Dominant so far through the first 5 batters of the North lineup. Here's Richie Tavares, the right fielder, trying to change things up if he can. Strike call to the outside corner. Austin Suchecki. Strike called. This is Austin Suchecki, that one is off the plate. Brady Sullivan, that was the batter before Austin Suchecki. Brady put up a good fight. Strike 3 called, and we have 6 straight strikeouts. Amazing. 0-0 as we go to the 3rd inning. Welcome back, everybody, to Holman Stadium in Nashua, where you were seeing some pitching going on here. The first 2 innings, all kinds of strikeouts. Ground ball to the left side, gobbled up and making the play. 1 up, 1 pitch, and 1 down. Good job going to his left by J.C. Martinez. And it's 1 out here in the BG 3rd. BG playing the visitor role here against North. So trying to stay perfect as far as 9 up and 9 down. The 9-hitter in the order up there for the Cardinals. On deck, actually. Peter Wilson. Trying to get on base. Strike 3, down on strikes. 5 strikeouts for Elias Bork. And with 2 outs just that quickly, Bishop Guertin down to their 9th batter. Oh, Luke Anderson back to the top of the order. Of course, he struck out. 1-1. Elias Bork has got to be feeling really good about the way he's pitching this ball game right now. That's an understatement. That one's up. 2 balls and 1 strike. So there was a base runner. Ryan Haskell reached on a single up the middle. There was a hard hit fly to center field, going back and camped under it, making the play for the 3rd out of the inning. Austin Suchecki tracks it down. Another impressive frame for Elias Bork, the North starting pitcher, as he retires the Cardinals in order. 1, 2, 3, ground out, strikeout, and fly out. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, 0-0 here at Holman. It has been 6 up and 6 down. A.J. Holmes striking out everybody that he's faced so far. 5 of them looking. The only batter to swing the bat and strike out was Elias Bork, the number 2 hitter. So the question is, can he go through the lineup fully? He's got the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up for the Titans. Richie Tavares, J.C. Martinez and Mario Ramirez due to hit here against, well, I should say come to bat against A.J. Holmes. Hitting is another question because nobody has really made contact to speak of yet. It's a pretty good job of stinging the ball to center field there by Luke Anderson in that fly out, that line out to center field to Suchecki, but we had a ground ball single, and those are the two hardest hit balls so far against these two pitchers, Elias Bork and A.J. Holmes. First pitch fastball is up and away to Tavares. That's a strike over the outside corner. Richie looking for an 0-1 pitch here. See if A.J. tries that front door curveball again. No, right on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch. And it's 1-2. Putting these hitters consistently at a disadvantage. Now going for the strikeout number 7 against Tavares. Curveball just misses. That traversed the zone up high and just broke outside at the last possible fraction of a second. Here comes the 1-2. And that's up and in. That's 3-2 now. He missed high and away. Curveball. Yeah, you're right, Pete. It's 3-2. Full count. The pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. A.J. Holmes reached back for a little bit extra on that one. 7 up and 7 down. Strikeouts all. This is turning into something historic here at historic Holman Stadium. Jace Martinez and Mario Ramirez, the 8-9 hitters, are the only ones standing in the way of A.J. Holmes striking out the first 9 batters in a row. The BG fielders have had to do nothing other than their catcher. The pitch, high. 2-0. So not what he wants to do is walk the 8-hitter after striking out the first 7. That's a ball. 3-0. So Jace Martinez in the driver's seat here, trying to get on base, trying to interrupt a strikeout string by A.J. Holmes. That's up. 4-pitch walk. Didn't miss by much, but it was high. And a walk issued to Jace Martinez. So the string of 7 Ks in a row ended with that 4-pitch walk to Martinez. And here is the 9-hitter, Mario Ramirez, the Titans catcher. Pretty healthy lead, goes on the first pitch, throw to second base, is going to be in time and nails him. Luke Anderson on the tag. And the only base runner for the Titans erased immediately on a caught stealing. Impressive throw. He seemed to have a pretty decent jump, did Martinez, but he was out by quite a bit. A.J. Holmes trying to turn it into the minimum after all as the ball gets fouled over the netting to our right. 0-2. Do have to keep your head on a swivel here at Holman Stadium most of the time. Some balls will go into the stands with alacrity. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So facing the minimum number of batters after all was A.J. Holmes. 9 up and 9 down here as we go to the 4th inning. Oh, it's Krivak with the tag out. All right. Isaac Krivak applying the tag.
All right, John Collins, we need you to go down there and hit one out of here.
I don't know. Yeah.
Get us a run so all this pitching isn't going to waste.
Exactly. It's pretty impressive.
It is.
Did you start to go through your memory banks about whether you'd ever seen a pitcher strike out the first 9 in a row?
No, I wouldn't be able to
Not
tell
here
you.
anyway, right?
No.
You would remember that, I think.
Well, I don't, so many games.
I know. But you have pretty good memory, Tom.
Yeah.
That one might have stuck with you. But you remember First 7 by A.J. Holmes. And then a 4-pitch walk. That's baseball, though.
No,
you never know.
That's the A.J. Holmes I'm more used to.
Yeah.
This A.J. Holmes, though, is on point and is to be able to recover. But I think the big thing is North is what he's done is North knows that this is probably going to be a game where runs are going to be hard to come by. So what happens? Steals right away.
Yeah. Oh, they tried.
Tries, And
Jordan Delude gunned him down to Isaac Krivak.
Yep.
And I got to say, the fielders for either team haven't had to do a lot, but when they have had to do something, how about that play by Anderson up the middle?
That was,
Great play.
Well, that was Finley.
Oh, Finley. I'm sorry. Derek Finley for North made that play off
Yep.
a BG bat. And then that throw him out there by the catcher, first opportunity.
Yeah.
So they're staying sharp. And quickly 0-1 on the lead hitter for Guertin here in the top of the fourth. Fouled off 0-2. Jackson Goldstein.
Bork pitching great. Good defense.
It's got that 1-0 game
Holmes
feeling.
pitching great. Good defense.
Line drive into center field for a base hit.
Right.
Goldstein, nice inside-out swing.
Yeah, see, I just think Guertin's got better hitters. But not by much, right?
Right.
They're not by much. If Bork makes a mistake, they'll hit it. If Holmes makes a mistake, North is probably. I still think that North is thinking that he is, control prone.
Hammer to center.
Wow. That's going to be caught.
But Suchecki's there.
Yeah, I mean, this is
4 or 5 steps to his left, and he was camped.
This is a night where you're going to, hit the ball hard, but it's not going to elevate.
That's the first out of the inning. Here's Dominic Monaco, grounded out to short. He was the one that got robbed of a hit.
By Finley, and a great play.
Finley. And on deck is Ryan Haskell, who has the only hit of the ball game.
Guertin doesn't run a lot.
No, except the one we just saw. With his 2 hits in the game, both belong to BG.
Right, we'll see what happens with Goldstein. Guertin does not run all that much.
Tentative lead over there for Goldstein, and back to the bag on one fall back.
Yep.
So it's a defensive lead, I would say. I don't know if they're going to test Mario Rivera behind the dish for the Titans. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Runner stays put, swings through it, and it's 0-2. Nobody's thinking about bunting in this game, huh?
Boy, I would, huh?
Yeah, might be too late now with 2 strikes on
too
Monaco.
late with Monaco, yeah.
I didn't check the third baseman before the last pitch, but certainly
everybody's playing back.
Brady Sullivan's way back now.
Well, you got your cleanup hitter up too. They're not thinking.
That's true. Yeah.
They're not thinking Monaco's a bunter.
No,
they're
not
thinking
at all.
He's up there to drive the ball.
Yep. The 1-2 pitch. No, instead of throwing first, and very close play over there.
But he did get back. He did get that right hand back in.
Goldstein dies safely.
And where were those plays at first when I was down there? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
For crying out loud. There he goes.
There he goes. Strong on a miss. Strike 3. Will it be a throw him out? No, safe. Ball bounced. I think that was the difference. A stolen base for Goldstein. A strikeout swinging for Monaco. 2 outs, man at second in a scoreless game. First stolen base of the game.
Haskell's an RBI guy. He good hitter, I think, with men on base from what I've seen so far this year.
Got that base hit up the middle, his first time up. Hard hit toward the shortstop. Finley gloves it, fires on the ground to first, and catching it on 2 hops.
Great play.
Beautiful play by Joey Deck.
Great
over
play
at first.
Yeah, Finley hurried the throw. I think he was trying to decide whether to go to third with the runner or just get the sure out at first. And the veteran that he is through to first. So
It's DJ Tim, Tom.
DJ Timmy Tim. We have played 4.
Kenny Reel draws leadoff duty again for the Titans. Of course, he's the lead batter in the lineup. A.J. Holmes has faced the minimum number. There was a walk, but a caught stealing makes it an even 9 up and 9 down in the first 3 innings. So Reel, who struck out his first time up.
Monday Night Baseball, John Collins.
Yes. And strike swinging.
I used to love Monday Night Baseball on TV.
Howard Cosell.
Yeah, Cosell did. Yeah, people don't remember that. Cosell did Monday Night Baseball with Keith Jackson for a while.
I certainly remember that.
Yeah, Jim Palmer.
Yeah, Jim Palmer was up in the booth with the yellow blazer.
Yeah.
They wore the same yellow blazers they wore for football.
Right.
I think that they thought of it because of how well Monday Night Football did.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think NBC was doing it for a little bit, then ABC got the contract.
It seemed like the Yankees were every other game, too.
Well, back then it was, the days of Billy Martin. They were so successful. Earl Weaver even did games.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Guess what, Tom? Another strikeout.
Unbelievable, huh?
Kenny Reel goes down.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts. The only one to reach without striking out was Jace Martinez, and he made it out trying to steal second.
Right.
Fouled over our heads. Pete Terrier almost took one in the chops, Tom, while you were down there.
Did he really?
It was right over them. Right over them.
Pete's a veteran baseball guy.
He probably would have made a play on it.
But Pete and I were talking in between innings, and I brought it up.
We're talking about Pete Terrier, by the way, not Pete Johnson.
Right. No, Pete. No. And we don't want to lose DJ PDP, that's for sure.
Fouled off the end, an emergency hack there.
Yeah, it was. But Pete Terry and I were both talking that the problem with a lot of baseball this spring has been pop-ups. It's been an uncanny year for that.
Yeah, even fly balls,
Fly balls, pop-ups, nothing. Anything in the air, just awful.
Change up, misses up and away, one ball and 2 strikes.
He's not going to come around the plate. He's going to try to waste one, get him to swing. Lefty hitter, though, so let's see what AJ does here.
Elias Bork takes the ball up and away.
Man. He's pitched that way to Bork as well. Even the strikes have been, outer half.
The 2-2 on the way. Fouled.
Now he spoils it. Spoils it. Decided to take something off it, and Bork was on it.
Yeah, I think good decision to spoil that one that could have went
in the strike call.
Would have been a strike. Yeah. We'll do the 2-2 again, and that one's just inside.
Through the same.
Certainly froze Elias, but
I think he's got some kind of a cutter or a curve, and he threw it, and it just missed. So now Bork has battled his opponent.
3-2 misses.
Oh, does not get the call.
And he works the walk.
Does not get the call. Now let's see if they run for Bork or if they let him run. I think he's probably going to run for himself.
Somebody's grabbing a helmet.
Yep, you're right.
No, he's not double deck. He's on double deck. The Bork is running for himself. The starting pitcher has been brilliant. Well, you think you're taking a little risk there, Tom? If you can run for him,
He's
in
an
a
athlete.
0-0 game?
He's a good athlete. I mean, he plays. He's in the lineup when he's not pitching. So it's not like he can't run the bases. So
a threat here for North. They have their giant part of the lineup up. There's Derek Finley batting third, facing A.J. Holmes. Strike. Looked like a tight slider on the
slider
edge.
that just crossed the corner. Right?
Great pitch.
Because where it ended up in the catcher's glove was away from the plate, but across the plate, it made it.
He froze Derek on an outside fastball the first time.
Good hitter. Finley has to lunge for that.
Yep.
No chance there as it goes into the picnic area.
Yeah, he's respecting the fastball. Like he has to respect whether he gets a fastball in the hands on the inside corner, and then when it wasn't, he just had to go into spoil mode.
Yeah, he does not want to throw Derek a fastball. You can tell. Because he knows Finley can drive.
Unless he elevates it.
Or comes up and in.
See what catcher's put his glove? Oh! That was dangerous.
Up and in.
Because the catcher asked for the ball up, and he just lost control of it.
The problem is that a sophomore pitcher, and he does not have control of that fastball up and in. He's shown that throughout this game.
Back to the breaking ball. Timeout called, and
That's a
AJ hangs on to it.
Bad timeout. If you're the umpire and you see the pitcher, it begin his windup, you cannot allow a timeout.
North fans getting vocal right now,
Yeah,
Tom.
they should.
They're trying to get under
trying
AJ Holmes' skin.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to get him rattled a little bit. I don't blame him.
Oh, to the backstop. He's going to have a play. But he bounced it, and going and standing is Bork.
Bad throw.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think if he sets himself and throws it in the air, Bork's out by 3 steps.
3 steps, exactly. So now North, that close.
Wild pitch. Scoreless game. Potential go-ahead run is in scoring position with 1 out.
With the best hitter in the park at the plate.
And he's not going to get a chance to swing the bat.
A.J. Holmes cannot throw the fastball up and in. He does not have command of that.
Finley is talking all the way halfway down the line to the sophomore, Finley. And
he's trying to rattle him, you know. I mean, look, he wasn't trying to hit him.
No, I don't think so.
But he's trying to get that fastball up and in to tie him up.
Yeah, because he didn't want to put it out over the middle because he's a good hitter.
Right.
And he missed. He missed badly 3 times in that at bat.
Yeah, his best pitch was the slider away, right? That's what he should have been throwing, Finley. Keep forcing Finley to foul it off, and then maybe just throw him a hard fastball over the plate.
It would be a big spot for the first hit of the game for the Titans.
See, this is feast or famine with
and a conference on the mound.
It's a great time for Scott Painter to come out and settle down his sophomore pitcher.
Yeah, it is.
Yep, perfect time to do it.
Joey Deck up there. He struck out looking his first time
because
up.
the North fans and the North bench, as they should be, are doing everything they can to get into his head. That's the way high school games are played, right?
I suppose.
Even in the pros, we just don't hear it because there's all sorts of because we're watching TV. So
count is 1 ball, no strikes on Joey Deck. North has had 3 base runners in the game and no hits yet. Would be a big spot for one here. Could potentially give them the lead in a 0-0 contest. He could not hold up. Throw to second base. Going to hit the runner and a nice snag.
Yeah, but a good backup by Krivik at second.
Krivik, yeah.
Yep, by Krivik. He backed
played
up.
It off of Bork's body.
Yeah, he backed up the play, because that's what you have to do.
That could have got messy if it went into center field. The 1-1 is a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike.
2 balls and a strike as the scoreboard is off. There's 1 strike on him, isn't it? Yeah, 2 and 1. Yep.
Every miss of the strike zone brings louder and louder taunts from the north side fans. That's a strike on the outside corner. That is a tough pitch for Joey Deck. Had a little bit of movement on it, but not enough to move it off the outer edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Big pitch, big at bat here. In a scoreless game, BG's pitcher misses outside.
Oh, where was that?
3 and from where we're sitting, it did look on the chalk of the right-handed batter's box. It's going to be a 3-2. Let's see if they dare send the runners. No. Foul back to the screen. In a game with so many strikeouts, you can't send the runners 3-2 with 1 out.
3-2, 1 out. I had to correct the scoreboard operator a couple of times. This is a game where you really want to see that count because the way these guys
Strike
pitch.
3 call, top of the
pitch.
zone. Joey Deck opted to take it, and he got called out on strikes.
You know what he did there? He threw him that little slider, that snap slider, and it got the inside corner. And that's what he needs to stay with. He does not have fastball command up and in.
Brady Sullivan, one of the 10 strikeout victims. He's in double digits in strikeouts, right? Pop up in the infield.
Somebody hit the ball.
Krivik backing up, and he's going to make the catch.
Wow, that's a big play. Let's see.
North
1, 2,
leaves
3,
2 base
4,
runners
5,
aboard.
6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 strikeouts in 4 innings of play.
Wow.
So
A.J. Holmes.
But we are still scoreless here at historic Holman Stadium.
Stick around for the exciting conclusion to this one.
Oh, we could pick him. John, you missed a good lacrosse game yesterday.
I heard, yeah. I mean, I actually saw.
Fabulous game.
Tied through 3 quarters.
Yeah, and really, I was surprised it was tied through 3 quarters. Again, the way that BC High started out, they looked like, and Chris Cameron agreed, it looked like they were going to blow them right out of the stadium. They were up 4-0, and it just looked like it was just going to get out of hand. And they're up 4-1. I'm sorry, 4-1. It looked like it was going to get out of hand, and it just they settled down, and just a fabulous game. Fabulous game.
On a Sunday at Stello's.
Yep.
So here we are on a Monday at Holman.
Great day. That was the other thing,
beautiful
too.
Day.
Yep.
Yeah. Elias Bork trying to pick up where he left off, pitching a shutout thus far. Happy 50th birthday to Julian Tavares, relief pitcher for the Red Sox, among other teams, in 17 seasons. I told you my Julian Tavares story. I got to meet him in Waltham, Tom.
No.
Yeah, it was back in 2007
when
season.
When did he pitch?
Yeah, he pitched 2006, 7, and 8, I believe, for the Red Sox.
Julian Tavares. Yeah, the name just doesn't come off the book.
He's the guy that they show in the clip when Manny Ramirez rubs his head in the dugout and cracks up Orsillo and Remy. Julian Tavares. Yeah, he was good friends with Manny. Fouled off to the right. And also, happy 80th birthday to Walt Riniak.
Yeah, now him I know.
Him you know.
Right, the hitting guru.
Famous hitting guru. Still with us at 80.
Yep.
The 0-2 down the line. Foul. Putting up a battle here.
All those picnic tables are now out as they're getting the stadium ready for Saturday night's home opener. The Silver Knights will be on the road Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday they're at Pittsfield. I believe Thursday is Brockton and Friday is Worcester. And then they'll be home Saturday night at 6 to open up.
27th?
To open up the 2023 season. How about that? Already.
Yeah, already. That's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes to A.J. Holmes. 2 starting pitchers facing each other here. They've both been the stars of the game for their teams. Elias Bork rocks and throws. Strike 3, swinging.
Yep, took something off it. I mean, Bork's pitched pretty well too. You know, doesn't have as many. He's got Bork doesn't have.
He's got 7.
Yeah, he's got a bunch, doesn't he?
I have him with 7.
Yep.
2, 4.
2.
Hard to center, but Austin Suchecki barely had to move. Now he comes back and makes the play.
Yep. 2
up, 2 down in the BG 5th.
I'm telling you, John Collins, you're going to have to go up there and take a few whacks. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
We can't be here all night with no score.
I'll take a hit by pitch at this point. And first pitch swinging, fouled off by Jordan Delude. Also a sophomore, a pretty good young team BG has, right?
Painter's got a good young group, and he's got a lot of kids who are going to be, with him for a while.
Yeah.
And the pitching depth just keeps growing and growing. That's not bad. I mean, it's not easy to get a good baseball program when you've got a lacrosse program that is the way it is.
Drawing from it.
Drawing athletes, I mean, it's not easy.
Strike on the outside corner. Oh, that's a tough pitch from Bork.
Bork, I know. Bork is in late season form.
He's in the zone.
Yeah, he's in late season form. I saw him early in the year. He was still getting hit around a little bit because his pitches didn't have much movement on it. As that had a lot of movement and fooled the umpire.
It went down.
I think it fooled the umpire.
1 and 2. Bork tendency not to waste any pitches. Oh, and that's a whole frame there.
All right, Bork hopped off that mound.
Yeah.
He thought he had it.
I thought he had it.
Yeah, there's a lot of questionables here, the umpire, but the home plate umpires.
Yeah. Here's the 2-2. Yeah. Strike 3 called. Can't take that one.
Now you're going to get from the home plate umpire, if you see it, you're going to get anything that's near letter high and has a tinge of the plate is going to happen. If it's down a little low, he might not call it.
0-0 through the top of the fifth.
Telling you, unbelievable.
Yes.
Start swinging a bat, John. We give these breaks. So get DJ Timmy Tim to run the music so you can kind of swing the bat, step back and swing the bat.
What do you need? A triple? Get on third, maybe get a hope for a wild pitch?
Yeah, you need something.
Yeah. They're tough to come by. Hits are tough to come by. As we.
Well, I mean, look, pitchers are going to tire as well.
Yeah.
You know, so.
North is looking for their first hit still, correct?
Yeah, they don't have one.
Uh-oh. We're in the bottom of the fifth.
You just...
I jinxed it?
Yeah, you probably jinxed it for AJ. But, I mean, look, it doesn't matter here. I mean, there's no score, so
there's no score,
they get a hit, they get a hit. You know,
I'm sure he's just thinking about runs.
That's just it. See, the fact that he hasn't allowed a hit isn't really the story. It's the strikeouts and the no runs for either team.
Tell you what, the Titans brought some Titanic lung to fans here tonight, and they're ready to roar if they can get this leadoff batter aboard.
Yeah,
so
it's a senior night crowd. You know?
We'll see. Oh, yeah, senior night crowd.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens in the north bottom of the fifth. As they will send Austin Suchecki to the plate for leadoff duty.
And you know that they're going to try, I mean, look, you get on base in a game like this now in the top of the sixth inning, you got to run.
Yeah, you would think so.
Yep.
Swung on and missed. And the challenge is to get on base against these two pitchers.
Boy, you just said it, though. Now, third baseman is playing in on the grass.
Oh, he is way in.
Yes, he's way in.
And that one over.
But he can now he should move back.
And
he does. So, with 2 strikes, he moves back. There we go.
Daring you to bunt with 2 strikes. And don't think Austin Suchecki's thinking about that. He is thinking about putting the ball in play. A.J. Holmes 0-2 just off the plate. Wow, it makes it tough to take. That's not a waste pitch. Pretty tempting.
That was about as close to being a strike as you could get. But he is a shorter hitter, so.
That one's far outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Throw him the slider. Throw him that slider. I don't think anybody's going to be able to hit that the way if he's able to throw it for a strike.
Threw a nice one in warming up this inning.
He did. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
That was,
And he elects to go away from
now
it.
He's going with the fastball. He does not have good fastball command. So that's why I think you stay away from the fastball in situations like this.
Big pitch right here. It's the leadoff batter in a scoreless game. Leadoff batter of the fifth.
It's hard to say. It's really funny to say he doesn't have fastball command when he's got this many strikeouts, but he doesn't.
And that's it.
See, it's the same thing. Same spot, same pitch. What, throw that slider. I wonder if they trying to get word. Yeah, they just got word to the catcher as to what they wanted to see him throw, I think.
So here's Richie Tavares, who walked his first time up. He was the batter that interrupted a strikeout string of 7 in a row to begin the ball game. That gets off the top of the catcher's mitt, and it's a scoring position with no out.
Yep.
Suchecki.
Wild pitch or pass ball, John? What did you call it?
I'm going to call that a pass ball.
Pass ball, yeah, me too.
Yeah. The command getting away from Holmes just a little bit.
Now I may try to bunt him to third, and they do.
It's a hard bunt foul.
Yep. Good idea. Just didn't quite execute it. Didn't bunt it down. He bunted it. He pushed it, and that made it a little bit harder.
Had he bunted that fair, that would have to be a quick reaction play.
Well, I think your play is at first. I think it's a sacrifice.
Dominic Monaco was coming pretty quick.
High school defenses just aren't equipped to throw across the field and do something with it.
Right.
So 1-on-1, and Monaco would have had a tough throw to third.
2-1, crowding the plate a little bit. and noticed is Richie Tavares. He's right up on the dish. He's going to bunt, takes it high, throw to second, and safe. Good hose by Dulude, but back safely is Sachecki.
Good throw.
Yeah, excellent throw.
Yeah. And that was a ball?
It was a ball, 3-1.
3-1 already.
First base is empty. Fouls it straight back, but he doesn't want to walk the 8 and 9 hitters.
You don't want to walk 8 and 9, and all of a sudden you're going to see
7 and 8 and 9.
You're going to see eventually. You're going to see Mr. Finley up there. If Ben get on base. So tough
Time
situation
out.
for Holmes.
What we got? Ball got loose in
yeah,
right
ball
field.
got loose in the bullpen.
We reset.
Yep. So someone is warming up now for Bishop Guertin. As Holmes may be getting a little tired. Doesn't have that snap. There it is right there, but it's high.
2 walks to begin the inning.
Yeah, that's not good. For
Richie
Guertin.
Tavares walks for the second time in the game.
Not good for BG. Now maybe with number 9 up, I think they're going to, or 8 up, number 8, I think you bunt again, right? Second and third?
Yeah, definitely bunt here.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it.
Everybody in the park should know this is coming.
Right. That's why
J.C. Martinez.
He's got it. He can't worry about the bunt. He's just got to throw strikes.
They're going to bunt it high. No, throw to second again. And Sachecki's back even quicker this time.
The threat of the bunt is giving Holmes problems because he's afraid of the bunt, afraid of a good bunt, and he's trying to make a pitch that they can't bunt. And unfortunately, that's how he ended up walking. For him, that's how he ended up walking the hitter.
That's a strike.
And that's that slider. He's got to keep throwing it.
Curious why Jace Martinez pulled the bat back on that one. Maybe he thought it was a little high.
Oh, I think he's up there to bunt, John. He couldn't bunt that pitch because it was starting to tail away. Let's see. Throw it again.
If he bunted it like Altuve in the second base slot
he's
be a base
again,
hit.
he's trying to make a pitch that they can't bunt rather than throw strikes.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the fastball command. Does have the slider command with that off speed. Throw it.
The 2-1. Strike.
Yep.
And now Jace Martinez in a situation where he's got 2 strikes on him, and they might have wiped off the bunt call.
Yeah, and I keep that slider going.
Painter wants to see that slider.
Painter's going out there to try to tell everybody to hold on to the ball. It goes by the bullpen again. That's not good.
EBP.
Well,
error bullpen.
Error bullpen. But is it on the catcher or is the pitcher that wild out there?
Didn't get a look.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is. Who's coming in?
I don't know.
We're going to reset. Jace Martinez battling against A.J. Holmes here in a scoreless contest.
North threatening.
The pitch. Bunted. On 2 strikes, he bunts it. Throw to first base, and they got him.
Yep.
Jace Martinez thinks he was safe, but there's no replay in high school baseball, and he's out.
It was close. I thought he was out. I thought Krivik got there in time. Yeah. But that's the thing is Krivik took his time getting there.
And they took the risk, Tom. They bunted with 2 strikes.
Yeah, they did, huh?
Yep.
And it was a good bunt.
Very good bunt.
Yep, so sacrifice. Sacrifice 3-4. How many times do you see that? Not very often.
Right. Mario Ramirez, the 9 batter in the order, with a chance to knock in the game's first 2 runs.
Yeah, now AJ can settle down and pitch.
Yeah.
You know, and see.
It'll be to the top of the order. Kenny Reel on deck. Mario Ramirez waiting the 0-1.
Ooh, nice stop. Backhand stop by Dulude. Saves a run.
Yeah, it did. Although Sachecki not very far off the base. I looked over when he caught it. The pitch. Fouled over our right shoulder, and that was Tom Kingbooth territory.
Yep. It sure was.
Did it hit the plexiglass in front of you?
No, it hit the wood. Or the brick or whatever.
Or was it regular glass? It hit the wood.
I don't know. I had the window. I've got the window open.
Wow.
Because I shoot second base sometimes.
That's just up and in.
So with runners on, I got it open, and that was looking like it was going to go right through the opening.
Well, certainly A.J. Holmes wants this hitter. Going from the windup, second and third. One out. Strike three called.
As soon as I saw him snap his wrist, I said, this is going to be a good pitch.
Yep.
And now you've got 2 outs, and Kenny reels up. I still throw that slider. If you throw
11 strikeouts for A.J. Holmes.
I still throw the slider if I'm him. He took something off that.
Yeah, he did. It's right into the middle of the zone.
Yep.
Right down the middle of the strike zone. But he might have had Kenny Reel out in front. Here comes the 0-1. Bloop. Tough play. Going back to get it. And the right fielder will call for it and make it. Nice job coming in by Franco. Sam Franco.
We're looking at second.
Yeah.
We're looking at the center fielder. I never thought that Franco was going to get there.
He was cheating way in the oppo field, Tom, and it was the right decision.
It sure was, and
kept 2 runs off the board.
Holmes gets out of it. Oh, John, we're going to be here all night.
Oh, no. Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's still within the non-extra innings frames here. We go to the top of the 6th.
I hope Tim O'Neill doesn't strain his neck as he's shaking his head. Because I know
he was shaking his head.
I know he's shaking his head.
He was.
Yep.
So Elias Bork is back out there to take the pill and continued throwing. A shutout ball game along with A.J. Holmes. Quite the pitcher's duel so far
Boy,
tonight.
It's great. Bork is pitching great. Holmes is pitching great. Bork hasn't had to pitch out of the trouble that Holmes just did. Let's see if that happens.
Yeah. For the exception of a couple of pitches, these 2 guys have mostly worked away.
Yes.
They have worked away, and I think the key is to try to swing early in the count and hit it to the opposite field.
Yep. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. The ball's not carrying.
No.
If you could sneak one inside the foul line, oppo, you definitely could do some damage that way.
Yep.
Easier said than done, but that would be the game plan if I was going to hit against Elias Bork right now.
Exactly.
Left-handed batter looking to left field.
Yeah.
A gem.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's great,
And Elias is a senior, is he?
Yes.
He looks like he is.
I believe so.
AJ, a sophomore, very impressive.
Yes. There's a lot of young players on Guertin. That's why a player like Luke Anderson, the senior shortstop, is so valuable. And, you got 2 of the better ball players in the area in Anderson and in Derek Finley.
So is this a pinch hitter? We got Adam Weatherby on the roster for number 17.
Well, let's see. Who would he be hitting for? Yeah, he's hitting for the number 9.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Weatherby's going to try to break through here against Elias Bork. Getting his first look at the fine right-hander for the Titans. That one is on the corner, 1-1. 0-1. So that's more of the same medicine that Bork's been dishing out to everybody, getting ahead in the count on these hitters. A 1-1 pitch.
Yep.
That was a breaking ball. It didn't catch the front corner there.
Right.
As he checks with the umpire on that very subject.
Right.
Finds out it was inside. The 2-1 is on the way. Pounded to second on 2 overspin hops. Jace Martinez makes the play. Low throw dug out by Joey Deck. 1 up, 1 down in the BG 6th. Weatherby tried to go the opposite way, but just got on top of it. Luke Anderson has one of the hardest hit balls, maybe the hardest hit ball of the night off Elias Bork. Lining out to center field. Back in the 3rd inning. Looks at a ball low. 1-0 is the count. Fouls it to the left. This is the time of the night that gives fielders fits in the high school baseball this year, Tom, you think?
Yeah, I don't think so. Why
No,
would it? I mean, you got the lights on. You've got it's not a bright. It's a milky sky.
It is, yeah.
So it shouldn't be. I mean,
shouldn't be a tough twilight catch.
No. Well, anything has been a tough catch this year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just been horrendous.
Golfing at that one.
But we're
Anderson
now.
fouls it
I mean,
off.
what is this? Game 16 for North. I mean,
Yeah.
And game 19 for Guertin. I mean, you got to catch. If you can't catch the ball by now, you're never going to catch it, right?
I just need 20 games. I'll be fine.
I just need one run, and I'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh, that's in the dirt.
2-2.
Notice that Bork's featuring a few less fastballs so far in this inning. Let's see if he goes back
But
to
this,
it here.
I mean, this is a big inning. If Guertin can get a run,
Oh, yeah.
then
Top of the order,
then you
Tom.
got right.
Here. That's to the backstop. Big pitch coming.
You're
3-2.
You're going to have Finley next inning.
Oh, yeah.
North's got its best hitters up, so this is a big inning for Guertin. Somebody's going to score a run in the next inning and a half.
Ball low. North wanted it. Their fans wanted it. Bork did too, but the frame didn't work by Rivera.
No, nice try with the frame by Rivera. But now you've got Anderson at first.
Yeah.
Leadoff hitter, good speed.
You would think so.
You would think he's got to be going, right?
Which pitch is only the question, right?
Yep.
Jackson Goldstein singled off of Elias Bork. One of 2 hits that he surrendered in this game.
And Bork is paying attention to him. He's
Pretty good
over
lead
there.
over there. No go.
Oh,
and to the
now he's
backstop,
gone.
a free pass.
Yep. And that went through the wickets.
It bounced to his right.
It looked like he had his glove down. So I guess a wild pitch is going to be the call.
Skipped on him a little bit.
Yeah.
1-1 the count. To second to scoring position goes Anderson. Goldstein looks at a ball low. 2-1. Maybe a little chink in the armor here for Elias Bork. He's got to be a little bit tired at least after the performance that he's put up through the first 5. Lengthy look in for the sign from Mario Ramirez.
All right, we are getting some great games on, finally on ETV.
Finally, right? We were due. Law of averages.
Yeah, I know it.
Healthy lead off a second by Anderson, and the pitch to Goldstein in the dirt. 3 balls in 1 strike.
He almost had Goldstein going on that. He started to flinch flex his wrists.
Well, Tom, if there's ever a moment you could sit fastball, I think it's right here.
I don't think Bork's going to throw one. Let's see. Yep, does.
And it's on the inside
and
corner.
It was an unhittable fastball.
Yes, it was quality.
That's quality.
It sure wasn't right down the middle. It was on the inside corner.
All right, snap it to the outer half.
If he throws it there again, Goldstein might be in trouble. Looks like he's going to go away instead. Ground ball over the mound, and Jace Martinez won't get there.
And it's
going to be a 1-0 game.
Yep. Drives in the run.
Jackson Goldstein gets the job done. A grounder up the middle following the walk and wild pitch.
And Jace,
the game's first run.
Jace Martinez, who was over to try to see if they were going to throw to him for a pickoff at second, started to retreat the other way. Had he stayed where he was,
would have been right to him.
Right where he is right now,
yeah.
He would have had it. He would have been able to have the range to get it. And
it's
instead,
interesting. I think he's a right-handed batter. He probably should have been there.
Yeah.
That's a rip to left, and it's going to get down toward the gap. And BG's going to go first to third. There's the throw by Suchecki, a good one, and he's safe.
Yep.
Barely.
Got the foot in.
Back-to-back singles. Isaac Krivak.
Krivak
Goldstein the third.
Krivak single was the most definitive hit of the night for anybody.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
it was.
So
classic line drive to the outfield.
But this is just
Well, you call the BG hitters who are probably not going to get shut out for that long. And
somebody was going to score running the next inning and a half. Somebody was going to score.
It took till the 6th in a 7-inning game.
Because if it wasn't BG in this inning, it was going to be North in the top half with their hitters coming up. I really think that. And I really think that the 1-0 lead isn't going to be completely safe.
So Kyle Young is the pinch runner at first base.
And I'm wondering, you had a reliever warming up, and I don't know if Guertin has a definite closer. So I'm wondering if A.J. Holmes is going to come out to pitch.
Dominic Monaco's grounded out and struck out against Elias Bork so far tonight. Looks at a ball just off the plate outside.
Yeah, you got to figure you're going to try to run the first and third play here. See if North tries to cut it off, but if you throw all the way down to second, the run's going to score.
Goldstein in the front end.
And that's why you've got the runner at first, pinch runner.
There he goes. Pop up.
He pops it up. Exactly what you didn't want to have happen.
Yeah, Finlay with the first out of the inning.
Yeah. No, it's second out of the inning.
Right.
That's the
sacrifice.
That was not a you get the runner going.
2 hits this inning.
I think you basically just keep the bat on your shoulders and let that see what happens on the bases. Not much of a lead at first base now.
That's right in there for strike one. Ryan Haskell.
Yep. So we had
one
the
for two so far
leadoff
tonight.
hitter 4-3, then the walk, and then 2 hits, and it's a 1-0 game where there's a first and third, 2 outs.
Strike.
That's a great pitch.
0-2 to Haskell.
Don't tell me we're going to do another hard luck Elias Bork game like we did last year when he only allowed 1 run and lost the game.
It feels that way right now.
I think North's got something. I think
Really?
North will have something cooking in the 7th. I just have a feeling the way that they're a good team.
They got 2 more cracks at it. Bottom of the 6th, bottom of the 7th if needed.
I want to see Mr. Finlay up. I like watching him play.
North defending against Haskell straight away at all positions. There goes the runner. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, inning over.
Yep. So Guertin leaves 2 on. They're going to run 1-0 Cards.
1-0.
Bottom of the 7th. Coming right up here on Nashua ETV. On Monday Night Baseball.
Da, 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 da.
Now, they didn't play that for Monday night.
No, huh?
No.
Let me see if I can find it.
Might be, I'm not positive.
So, I'm ready. Yeah. So, this was it, Tom.
Yeah, it wasn't that popular, Jacques. No.
Not very catchy.
No, not very catchy at all. In fact, I don't remember that.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't know what you got, but I don't know if that was
ABC
it.
Monday Night Baseball theme, 1984. Maybe I got to go back farther than that.
Yeah, that was. We still have Holmes in the game?
Good question. Fastball away, ball one.
I don't think so.
I agree. I don't think it's at Holmes. Pitch is in there. Owen Richmond, 21. Owen Richmond.
Yeah, Owen Richmond. Yep. So no AJ. So AJ does not allow a hit.
He kept him hitless for 5.
Yep.
And surrendered.
And Owen Richmond looks like AJ with that wild fastball.
Yeah, and surrendered no runs. A.J. Holmes. Foul tipped.
Same type of style. You snap. If he snaps it, it's on point. If he tries to throw it, overthrow it, forget it. Throw the fastball. Fastball command. Just tough when you come in as a reliever.
The 2-2 pitch on the way from Owen Richmond.
Yeah, see, he's just all over the place.
Elias, Dominic Monaco.
They've got a lot of now. They got 2 guys going down in that bullpen to throw. Yep. I mean, why even call that pitch?
Yeah.
Why call it?
So Elias Bork does not want to be the hard luck loser, Tom. He draws a leadoff walk, potential tying run aboard for the Titans.
Yeah. Told you to watch out for this, and now you got Finley up. Told you to watch out.
Finley.
Watch out for this North team, and I'm wondering if it was a pitch count with AJ or what. But you know, he escaped trouble, pitched his way out of it. So maybe they just thought that he had basically exhausted everything.
BG with the lead, 1-0.
You can't let Richmond throw the ball all over the place, and if he tries to go up, he's going to hit Finley.
Finley took a fastball off the shoulder his last time up, a 3-2 pitch. Had a good battle going with A.J. Holmes. Sophomore lost control of the baseball a few times in that at bat for Derek Finley. Well, I think a couple of them went behind his head. There's a breaking ball, misses away. So Finley has not seen a lot of pitches to hit tonight.
Yeah, he sure hasn't, but we're not seeing any pitches to hit thrown by Richmond.
Owen Richmond falls behind 2-0. That backs Finley up 3-0. Does he swing here?
No, 3-0, no way. No green light for Finley. He deserves one, but you're one pitch away from putting the tying run at second base and the winning run at first.
That's inside corner. Bork gets back, standing. 3-1. Even if you had the green light, that's not the pitch you want to swing at. That was quality on the corner fastball from Owen Richmond.
Right, which is why he didn't swing. It was a quality pitch.
But
would have tied him up.
Stay tuned for a loud noise here, perhaps in a fastball count.
Let's see if Richmond throws like that to the plate, he'll be fine. That was a great pickup. That was a great throw to first base, right down in the dirt, right where the fielder could get tagged.
North fans letting themselves be heard. Ball 4, right?
Sure should be, right?
Yeah. That's strange.
Boy, that is strange.
Thought we were counting along there.
So did I.
The pitch. That's ball 4. And Finley sees nothing to hit.
No, and I think Scott Painter's got to come out and talk to his pitcher.
They have 2 pitchers warming up for Guertin in their bullpen in right field.
I don't see how you let Richmond, if he throws one more ball, I mean, you got a lefty coming up. North is.
What would Walt Riniak say about a game like this, Tom? Not enough hits?
Yeah, he
Walt Werniak, famous batting guru, that turns 80 today.
He'd say maybe you got to get this pitcher out of there, because I think that's what you have to do. I don't think Owen Richmond does not have control of the plate. He is all over the place. Is it a balk? Oh, the ball. They want.
Oh, they want a whiter ball?
Yeah.
A different ball.
And Scott Painter's staying with him. Hasn't shown any proficiency to go out there and maybe just kind of stall and let his relievers get loose. He's got we got double-barreled action in the Guertin bullpen. 2 righties are throwing.
Yeah, the base umpire talking to Richmond about the baseball that he had been using. I don't know if he did something to it that the umpire didn't like. But the new ball's working better anyway.
He mixed that rosin with something, and that's just it's getting ridiculous in baseball.
Is that Scherzer? The pitch misses.
Wow, where was that?
2-1. That had a tail into the
I guess
off
so.
The corner.
Yep. Yeah, Scherzer and Domingo Herman.
Oh. 2-1 pitch is on the way. That's a strike. And unfortunately, Joey Deck had fired his bat away.
Well, he fired his bat away because, I mean, where are we with the count? It was only 2-1. He thought it was ball 4.
That's bizarre, Tom.
I've
never seen somebody throw the bat away on a 2-ball count.
On a 2-ball count. Now, this is a big pitch by Richmond, but I'm afraid he's going to put it way outside.
That's close, but not close enough, and I guess that's ball 4.
Where was that? I thought we were right on it, John.
Yeah.
I guess we weren't. I guess not. He's walked the bases loaded. I mean,
unless I don't know, you can't award a balk without a ball without advancing the runners.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
bizarre anyway.
Boy, Scott Painter doesn't even give him a pat. I mean, that's just like, this kid did not do what he was supposed to do. He's walked the bases loaded and just basically evaporated a great pitching performance.
Not yet.
Just, man, I don't know. You think that they got a shot at
bases loaded, nobody out.
Bases loaded, nobody out. I kind of have a feeling that something's going to happen here.
Well, does he have somebody special coming out of the pen here?
What do we got? What number?
Is it 19? 19. Oh, you sure about that, Tim? I think you're right. I just don't see the 19 in front of me. How about this? I'll look down the bottom of the game roster. Different spot. Oh, there's no numbers.
Yeah, we don't know who it is. I'm looking at what I have here, and I don't have a 19 either. Unless he's in the field, and he was not in the field. Oh, yes, we do. Jordan. Is it Bostic? Oh, Jaden. Or is it Borg? I can't read Scott's handwriting here. So, not sure. I think it's Jaden Bosquet. Bosquet. John. John Collins, are you there? John Collins.
So, Tom, I left the mic to ask around.
Oh, okay. Jaden Bosquet.
It is Jaden Bosquet?
Yep,
okay.
Jaden Bosquet, 19.
Any scouting report on
No,
Jaden?
no, I've never seen him pitch before, and that's, so we're deep into it with Guertin.
So he's got a tall task here out of the bullpen. A 1-0 lead to preserve, but bases loaded and nobody out. And twisting away from one.
Almost tied the game right there.
Hit by pitch would have done it.
His warm-ups look good,
Yeah. A lot of strikes. Brady Sullivan looks at ball two.
This is
not good for BG at the moment.
Whatever pitching depth they have, they're not getting it out of the pen right now. 2-0
and believe it or not, North still looking for their first hit in this game.
Unbelievable, huh?
Strike. Great pitch. 2-1.
They could win this game without a hit.
They could. Yes.
They could win this game without a hit if Guertin keeps walking the park.
That's in the dirt and a great block.
Saved a run there.
Saved a run.
3-1. It was 2-0, right? So it's 3-1.
Well, he hit the outside corner with a strike on one of those pitches.
Right, so 3-1.
3-1. Yeah.
Yeah, 3-1 count. Scoreboard operator is not really doing it.
And it was going to be a run either way,
walk
or a wild pitch
because it hung in the net.
We're tied at 1, and BG's problems are not over with yet.
Oh, John, this game is, in my mind, this game is over. There is nobody who could throw a strike out of that pen right now. And you got a left-handed hitter up, bases loaded, nobody out. And I think the Titans are going to come away with this. If they don't, it'll be one that got away. Both teams can say it'd be one that got away, right? Whoever loses
we are
this game.
in the 6th inning, though, we want to point out, right?
We are in the 6th.
Yeah.
Bottom of the 6th. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I thought it was the 7th. Yeah.
But, I mean, I thought you were going to this place where the runs are so hard to come by that, you know, 1 or 2 here could put the game away, which is still true.
Still true. No doubt about it.
That's in the dirt.
Yep. So that's why Holmes was taken out. Holmes was taken out because they just didn't think he had any left. So, my apologies. I thought we were in the. I miscounted. I thought we were in the 7th.
Foul tipped into the mitt. So this could be the go-ahead run or the first out of the inning.
Yep.
But BG's between a rock and a hard place here. Still nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning.
And still no hits for North.
Exactly.
It's uncanny.
Full count, 3-2.
Oh, there's going to be another run walked in here at some point. No reason to swing the bat. No reason.
Three-two pitch on the way. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Boy, well, that was a good pitch. You would have had to swing the bat there.
Yeah.
He's just got to keep throwing that.
Jaden Bosquet, spells it B-O-S-Q-U-E-T.
Yeah.
Trying to make a miraculous escape here. Popped over our right shoulder. Battling against the 7-hitter in the order, Richie Tavares, who's reached twice with walks against A.J. Holmes. He had the most success against Holmes, reaching both times safely. But he's down in the count here, 0-2 to Bosquet.
Nice
what a pitch.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful off speed.
All of a sudden, Bosquet has said, you know what? I'm in this game.
Yes, he did. He displays a good reason why the Scott Painter brought him into the game in this situation right there. 2 outs. Strike 1.
Yeah, but it doesn't do us much help, does it?
Oh, that's right. You got the run that was so desperately looking for, and then it got tied up. Jace Martinez now 2 outs, still bases loaded.
Why do I sense a base hit up the middle here? Or a wild pitch, one or the other. See, all he's got to do is throw that snap curve. You know, throw that snap pitch. Somebody's teaching these guys that pitch, and they don't use it enough.
The 1-1.
There
Swung
it is.
on and missed.
There it is.
North down to their last strike in this inning. 1-2 count. on
So
J.C. Martinez.
Doesn't matter if it's the 7th, right? We're still going to be playing.
Exactly. And swung on and missed. He waved at it. What a performance by Jaden Busquet.
Yeah, except for one thing, John Collins.
Gave up the 1 run?
Gave up the 1 run on the walk.
Yes.
In hindsight, I would have gotten Richmond out of there after the first 2 hitters. It looked like he just did not have any command at all.
Yeah, well, when you had Busquet pitching like that, sure.
Yeah,
It definitely looked like that was the right move.
Well, I think that they felt that they had to get everybody warmed up down there because they rushed those 2 pitchers down there.
They did.
As soon as they saw
Yeah.
Bosquet's first 3 pitches. They rushed him down there. So, I mean, not Bosquet, but I mean Richmond's first 3 pitches. They knew that Owen Richmond just didn't have it tonight.
Well, Elias Bork's coming back for more. He is going to pitch into
Yeah, now
the 7th.
And now Mr. Holmes is out of the game, so Elias Bork could be the story, right?
Yep.
He could be the savior.
Just basically outlasting his counterpart
Yeah.
to this point. The BG bats, though, pretty good, and they're facing a pitcher for, what, the 3rd time each? A.J. Holmes to lead off. Is that what we have? Yep. And then it'll be followed by Brandon Rogers and whoever bats in the 9 spot. One contest here as the temperature dips down into the
It's
upper
chilly.
50s.
It's chilly out there.
Mid 50s.
It's not good pool weather, John.
No, it isn't.
And the covers.
You know, we were talking about the Silver Knights game is coming up on us fast. How about summer? Doesn't feel like summer at all yet. Doesn't feel like compound season.
No, but the pool is open. The pool is
Uncovered?
Uncovered right now. It's still being worked on, but it's uncovered.
Well, you could do that thing, that new fad that everybody's doing when they do the ice bath first thing in the morning.
Yeah, no, I've done that.
What, by accident?
Not. I mean, not when it's this cold.
Did
though.
you fall in?
No, I just go in and take a morning swim, but not when it's this cold.
Wow.
But if it was, give me 3 days of 80s, and I might do it.
Yeah.
You know, but the water will still be ice cold.
So here's A.J. Holmes trying to spoil things for Elias Bork. That's a strike call on the inside corner at the waist. We've seen a lot of those takes and strike calls tonight. The paint on the inside corner that nobody wants any part of to swing at. That one misses outside. 1-1. That was the only time I really thought I saw a pitch where Bork was laboring a little bit. A little bit extra bend to the back. There it is again, but he hits the inside corner.
Yeah, he did the same thing. Looked like he expanded a lot of physical motion on it to throw that pitch, but got his spot.
Sure didn't suffer the command at all. It
Not
was
at
right
all.
there. The 2-2. Fouled off to the right. Good challenge pitch.
Yeah, a challenge pitch, and Holmes had to swing.
Yep, in the top part of the zone. Do the 2-2 again. Foul straight back.
Just barely got a piece of that. If I'm Bork, I take a little bit more off it. I think you're going to get home, unless you can throw it by him, which you can.
Throw a little bit above the zone, a little elevation with 2-2. That's in there.
Just freeze him.
Yeah. That has been a strike all
night. I was just going to, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to say that.
Right. So, great pitching by Elias Bork. I don't know how many times we've said that tonight, but.
Well, a lot of times. I mean, he's pitched pretty well, you know.
Tom
I mean,
can count out the strikeouts.
just
Has he got double digits yet?
Let me just check. I think he's got 8 or 9.
Strike one. Coming right after Brandon Rogers.
Yep, that was 10. You're
That
right.
was 10.
Number 10.
Strike two.
Ooh, generous strike there. Up and away. But does the job.
Yep. So the 0-2 pitch is on the way, and Bork doesn't waste any pitches. Oh, that's right there on the corner again, and good spoil by Rogers.
I still can't believe Busquet got out of the bases loaded, nobody out, and we still and bases loaded, nobody out, but he ended up walking that first guy.
The first guy. The 0-2. Misses.
Oh,
Was that on a 3-2 pitch that he walked the first guy? I think it was.
Yes.
That was close, man. He almost got out of the whole thing to preserve the lead, but it's 1-1. And a 1-2 count on Brendan Rodgers, and he just got tied up. All kinds of jams.
What a defensive swing that was. Yeah, exactly. So Elias Bork is now the story of this game. The way he is pitching.
So if I'm the batter, do I go up there and say, can you have him tuck his shirt in?
Yeah, I do.
And then bug him a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
No doubt about it.
And mad at himself for not straightening that one out.
Surprised Scott Painter hasn't said something to his players or said something to the umpire.
Yeah. The 0-1, 2 outs, no on here in the top of the 7th. And this...
My guess is this is Bork's last inning, right?
Yeah, you would think, right?
Yeah.
You're going to have a high school kid pitch 9 right before the tournament?
Well, he's probably not going to pitch again the rest of the week.
Yeah, that's true.
But still.
Yeah.
Ooh, where was that?
Just down, apparently. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jordan DeLude.
Well, when the Futures League starts this week, we'll see 3 umpires again, John Collins.
All right.
That's
a strike.
That's a pitch. I don't know how you take that.
I'd be swinging.
I don't know how you take that pitch. You take that pitch the other way.
You've been watching other people take that pitch all night in 10 strikeouts.
You've got all that room out in right center field.
That was down the middle and fouled back.
All that room. See, Bork's not going to let him pull it, right?
Apparently not.
You know, he doesn't look like he's going to let him pull it. So you just have to have the mindset, I'm taking it the other way.
This is a situation, though, if he does come inside corner with the fastball, I think it's the last thing that DeLude expects.
Oh, I think you freeze him. I think that freezes DeLude.
Yeah, he might be trying for it right here.
You know, I think that freezes DeLude. He's waving the bat.
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
Right down the middle on a hard hop to Finlay. Nice throw.
It's automatic.
The fielders stay alert, and they make the play. And this is the chance right here. The door is open for the Titans. 1 run wins it as we go to the bottom of the 7th.
They sent 7 to the plate. So we're going to go 9-1-2.
So it'll be Mario Ramirez scheduled, Kenny Reel, Elias Bork to bat. Elias Bork could really put an exclamation point on his night, depending on if it's people get on base in front of him to up 3rd in the inning. Here at Holman Stadium, a very good high school baseball game. Late season, you wouldn't know it by the weather. It feels like April again, but we're dry and clear to the rest of the game, however long it takes.
I love that line, John Collins, huh? However long it takes. You did that just for me.
Well, you know what? I did refrain. Give me some credit. I did refrain from saying how fast the game was going through the first 4 there.
Right, you did.
And it didn't help.
And you didn't jinx the no-hitter. He threw 5 innings of hitless ball.
Oh, yeah. And hit last inning or no? No hits.
No hits. North has no hits.
Yeah. That would be quite the... You're going to have quite the story to write anyway, Tom, but how about the only hit of the game for the Titans becomes Elias Bork with the game winner walk-off? It could happen.
Could.
But Bosquet has other ideas. This talented young pitcher, Jaden Bosquet, came in relief in the bottom of the 6th and shut the door after allowing the tying run, left the bases loaded. The task for North is to get their bottom of the order on.
That's the most important thing he did right there. Strike 1, right?
Yeah. Mario Ramirez, the Titans catcher, is late on that swing.
Ramirez isn't up there to bunt. He's not up there to take take pitches either. He's up there to swing the bat.
No contact yet. Does he go with that breaking ball again? No, he goes right on the inside corner, and Ramirez stays alive.
Oh, that was a good defensive foul ball by Ramirez. You know, they tied him up, and usually that'll just jam you up.
Well, he's got that sweeper, you know.
Yep. He throws it, and it's high.
It's high. Snaps the ball back. He's upset with
Yep.
himself that he missed there. He got a couple of strikeouts on that pitch last inning.
He sure did.
The 1-2.
He
Tries it again, and
Yep.
it's hammered to left for a base hit.
Yeah, he hung it.
The first hit of the game for the Titans.
He hung it.
He did hang it, Tom.
The hanging curveball. Ramirez got it, to his credit. Now let's see if they run for him. And they do. They're going to run for the catcher, Ramirez.
The pinch runner is Ty Byrne. B-Y-R-N-E. Ty could untie this one if he scores, and it would be the walk-off winner. Great job by Mario Ramirez with 2 strikes on him.
Yeah, see, he got greedy with that sweeper,
Yeah,
right?
he did.
He got greedy with it. He threw it once, and Ramirez was sitting on it the second time, but it also made it easier for Ramirez that the pitch was up and hanging. Hanging curveball.
And he, in retrospect, he did him a favor, because if you come back in with that inside fastball, he probably has no chance.
No chance at all. Even a fastball away, no chance.
Yeah. Right. You saw earlier in the count.
Don't throw that pitch twice in a row if you can't put it out.
That's low.
Side.
1-1 is the count.
Yep.
Back to the top of the order. Can he reel? If he Elias Bork's on deck. Throw to first.
Well, he's up there to run, right?
Yeah. Ty Byrne. Is he a burner?
We'll find
Decent
out.
lead, nothing great, and he doesn't go. Bunt is over the head of the third baseman.
And the third baseman charged in. Had he not charged,
would have been an easy catch, right?
It would have been. It looked like it would have been.
Just overran it.
Yep.
So.
Well, now he can play back because, will North try to bunt with 2 strikes? They did earlier, right?
That was Haskell at third.
Yeah.
The 1-2, that's ball. Throw to first. Good
nice
block. Yeah, that was a key play by Dominic Monaco.
Sure was.
Or you're talking about a runner on third with no out. The 1-2 pitch is on the way. The runner does not go. Pop foul.
Still throw that pitch. They're not on it. I think you still throw that pitch. You throw that curve and hang it again, it's going to be, trouble.
A pitching-dominated, gritty game here at Holman. Curveball, he almost ducked into the strike zone.
Oh, wow.
That really looked like it was over the plate. I guess it was high.
Now you're a pitch away from putting the winning run at second base, right? Is it 2-2 or 3-2?
The batter wants to know. And it is, looked like he said 3-2. The umpire, I mean. The pitch. That's high, ball 4.
Yep.
And here you go, Tom. The storyline is in place.
There it is.
Elias Bork batting with the winning run at second.
Just what you wanted, John Collins.
Yeah.
You get it.
Well,
nice
you know
call.
what? Isn't it baseball karma that he comes up in this
Yeah,
spot?
basically, right?
I mean, he's kind of earned this opportunity.
Sure has.
Can he cash in?
He sure has.
Representing the game-winning run, Ty Byrne, big lead. He bunts it back to the pitcher. He's going to go to third and
safe.
Out. You know what, Tom?
Whoa.
I think on replay they might have won that call, but the umpire gave it to Bosquet because he made such a decisive move and throw.
I'm watching Zach Harris. Say safe, and I'm almost thinking he's the umpire, but you cannot make. I just talked to Joe Palucci a couple of weeks ago, the commissioner of the FCBL. He said that's the biggest place where the calls were bad was third base because 2 umpires, it's tough to do it.
Wow, Elias passes up an opportunity to be the hero, and 1 out. First and second.
Yeah, I guess
he is your top of the order type of hitter, though, right?
He is.
Number 2. Here's Finley.
Now you got Finley, though. Finley is.
If he had succeeded, you walk Finley automatically, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Well,
that's up and in.
Actually, I don't know.
If they go second and third with
you
put Finley on.
Do you want to load? I don't know. Do you want to load the bases?
Well, I mean, the 1 run wins it, so you want the force, and you don't want to face Finley.
Yeah, but in this game,
bottom of the inning. Tops it.
With the difficulty that the Guertin pen, despite what...
Oh, you mean like you're afraid of the
you walk.
The
difficulty the Guertin pen has had throwing strikes.
Yeah,
I don't
Joey
know.
Deck, I guess.
I don't know if I do that.
Deck on deck. Finley can win it. Ball. Derek Finley has not had anything to hit in a long time, and this might be the pitch on 3-1 that he waited for all night, including getting drilled in the shoulder on a 3-2 pitch. Here's the 3-1 to Derek Finley. It's in the dirt. He still won't get to swing the bat. Bases loaded, 1 out, and the winning run's at third base for Joey Deck. Deck's had a rough night as far as taking strike threes.
Painter's coming out. I think he's going to make a move. He is going to make a move.
Boy, that's a tough spot.
Well,
you got no margin for error. You got to throw strikes right out of the pen.
Right out of the pen.
And it's going to be a lefty on lefty. It looks like.
Yep.
That's why the move is being made. Deck's the lefty, and they're going to put the.
No, is it lefty?
Oh, he's
a
a righty.
He's a righty. Yeah, he's a righty.
Mistook. He had a glove under his right arm. I thought.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see the number.
15. That is Nicholas Ferrucci. Nicholas Ferrucci. I went to college with Mario Ferrucci. He was on the Colby hockey team from Providence, Rhode Island, as you would imagine. But here is Nick Ferrucci to try to save the game for the Cardinals, who led briefly back in the top of the 6th. 1-0. They surrendered a run in the bottom of the 6th. A game riddled with strikeouts and just fine pitching by BG starter A.J. Holmes and North starter Elias Bork.
Just superb pitching. But when you get to now, he's throwing strikes.
Yeah. It looks like BG's going to play for a double play in the middle. They're going to play for the double play, twin killing to get out of the inning. So Joey Deck's got to be thinking all positive thoughts here. He's not
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Because at high school level, it's tough to do.
I don't know either. I agree.
You bring the infield in, you can get the double play.
You could do it that way. Yeah.
6 or 4-3-2. Right.
Yeah.
I mean 4-2-3.
Any bobble though in the double play in the middle, game's over.
Yes. Now you throw nothing but strikes out of the pen in warm-ups, and now he throws one high and away. 3 balls away from winning this game.
1-0 right in there. Oh, did that miss?
Did not get the call.
Oh, that just took the breath away from the BG side.
Yeah,
that one looked like it was right down the middle.
Sure did.
The 2-0. Hammered to center, and that's going to be deep enough. Diving and making the catch. Game over. Sack fly, Joey Deck.
Yeah.
Scores Ty Byrne, 2-1. North wins it. A great one here at Holman.
A great game and a great win for Nashua North. A great win for the Titans. They are really hopping away. Great win by them.
Joey Deck got the job done, Tom. It looked like
sure
a tailing fastball, and he went with it.
Yep. And Guertin suffers its 4th straight loss. And, hey, it's a great job by North. I love the tenacity that this North team has, and that comes from their head coach, Zach Harris.
And congratulations, too, on a terrific game pitched by Elias Bork, who was the winning pitcher of record. A.J. Bork, fantastic with 11, maybe a dozen strikeouts.
Yep. Well, all right, John Collins, down I go.
Thanks, Tom King. Great job, as always.
We will see you, don't know
when we see you.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you to Tim O'Neill, my cameraman, and to our executive producer, Pete Johnson. I'm John Collins. 2-1, North beats Bishop Guertin in a nail-biter right down to the finish. Good night from Holman Stadium, everybody.